Hello my lovely art witches. Today I bring you a little shop update offering. So I have finally finished making these little mini grimoires with a little mini ephemera kit inside. I actually made them twice. The first time I made them, I decided to, for the first time ever, use a sewing machine to sew them together because they're quite small, quite light, was easy to put them through the sewing machine. And that was a huge mistake. I don't mind telling you, it did not work. I thought it had worked. It looked absolutely perfect. It was brilliant. And then when I came to take some photographs of them for my Etsy shop, all the pages started falling out. It was like that I'd perforated them by sewing them together. So I don't know whether I didn't use the right stitch or whatever it was, but I pulled all the pages out and I took my covers, I created new pages, and I hand sewed them in as I would normally do with a pamphlet stitch. These guys aren't going anywhere. So I thought it would probably be a good idea to do a little flip through of them here on YouTube before I pop them up into my Etsy shop. I will link to my Etsy shop down below, but it is just Corrigan Creations. Although I know the Etsy app, for some reason, you now can't search for shops. It doesn't work. It shows you everything under the sun, but not the actual shop you're looking for. So nice one, Etsy, doing well there. Anyway, I'm ranting again. I can't help myself, can I? So anyway, let's stop the ranting and have a look at these babies. Let's start with my favourite, the unicorn. So all of these essentially have a colour theme. They're very, very simple. There's no embellishments on any of the pages, but I have included in them an envelope with some ephemera. So let's have a look at the ephemera envelope first. Show you what's inside. And they each one has slightly different ephemera, and it is sort of colour themed to the journal. So these are all my homemade ephemera, so homemade stamps and other little bits and pieces. So that's the ephemera in the unicorn journal. And just to give you a very quick flip through of the pages, as I said, they're very plain and simple so that you can add your own unique art magic to them. And they are colour themed. I've left these here in case you wanted to add, you know, any little dangles or anything to them. If you don't, you can glue them down, you can paper across them, or you can cut them off. So the paper is a variety of different bits and pieces. Some of it's vintage, some of it's hand coffee dyed by me. And there's a little pocket in the front and the back where you can keep whatever you desire, including your ephemera envelope. So that's number one. That's Mr. Unicorn. Number two is the Potion Bottle Grimoire, which has got a sort of a blues and yellows, browns theme to it. And you don't have to use this ephemera in your mini grimoire. You can use it in other things. It's just a little bit of a starting point or a little bit of inspiration or just a little bit of fun for you. I love this. This is a sort of terrazzo patterned craft paper. Some hand-dyed parchment, coffee dyed. This is from an old antique book. And again, that tuck spot in the back there as well. The Sun journal. This is the brightest of them all. It's got quite bright colours throughout, where the others are a bit more neutral. So I've included some brighter ephemera to go with it. And there's a sort of a pink and red vibe going through the papers. Would be a lovely one to do some self-care or self-love work in. And the last one is the Moon Moth Journal. Which is probably the most neutral of them all. I know some of you prefer to work more with neutrals than the crazy bright colours that I like to use. And if you do like crazy bright colours, you can always add them in. But this gives you a nice basis for however you like to work. Now this one I'm actually going to be offering slightly cheaper because some of the pages obviously got a little bit skewed and they're not straight. So this is like a second, if you will. The others all have nice, neat, straight pages. This one's slightly wonky, which just gives it a little bit of extra personality. So there we go. 4 little mini grimoires: Moon Moth, Sun, Potion, and Unicorn. They will be in my Etsy shop by the time I put this video out. I hope you're all well. I hope you enjoyed this little offering, and if you're interested in purchasing any of these pieces, check out the Etsy shop, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye, my lovelies.